All right, I decided to make another kind of a dream wargaming table. Um, this one, last time I made kind of like a city on this side and kind of went to the wilderness over here, kind of had an industrial area. This time I decided to go all wilderness, but my focus was going to be water. So I've got rivers running through here, I've got a stream running through, I got some ponds, and I got kind of a swampy area back there. And we'll get in closer here. Like I did before, we'll kind of look at it in sections and get a closer view of what's going on here. But while I was making this battlefield, my mind went back to, I just got done with playing a campaign in Team Yankee. And it wasn't, okay, we're fighting here. Okay, I'll put a wood here. What do you want? Okay, you're going to put a hill there. All right, let's put a hill here. It wasn't like that. What the person running the campaign did was he gave us a photograph, like an aerial photograph from like Google Maps or something, saying, this is the area you're battling over. And you got to try to make your wargaming table look like that picture. So one of them was that we had this huge hill running down pretty much almost the middle here with some forest going around, so block line of sight. There was some forest over here, back there. This area was actually pretty open back around this side. But it was way you would never think of setting up a gaming table. You think, okay, I'm going to put a hill here. Let's put a woods over here. Let's put another hill, woods. Okay, let's play. And you got a lot of lanes open. But those games, it was hard to get line of sight. And the way you deployed, you had to look at that terrain saying, how am I going to deploy to make it most effective for me? And where am I going to put the objective to make it where it's the easiest for me or the most difficult for the opponent? So it was such a different way of thinking that I enjoyed it. So this may seem a little cluttered, but my suggestion is try making somewhat of a cluttered battlefield and give it a try. Set it up the way you would never think of setting up before and play a couple of games that way and see what you think, because it changes how you're going to deploy the objectives, where you're going to set up your men. I was still using my same force, whether it's open or this kind of situation. I played the same force. I didn't change up from a mechanized infantry to a tank unit. I just played my tank unit. So we're going to go in for a closer look here. And if it seems cluttered, that is why I kind of cluttered it up. I don't know how to explain it. It's a different way of playing the game and different strategically thinking where to deploy your men, where do you want to deploy, and where do you want to put that objective. So we're going to go in closer here, but I will say I hidden some animals in here. So see if you can find them as we get in closer. It's going to be a little easier to see. But there are 5 cows, 3 bears, 4 wolves, and 5 deer. Now the cows are probably going to be easy to find, but one of the bears might be a little hard to find. So I'm going to move the camera up and then lower it down so we can get a closer look here. So I'm going to do that. Here goes the camera down. Just hang on. Go, and I'm going to tilt this down just a little bit like that. There we go. All right, so the theme is I kind of went water. So we've got the river. This is Battlefront's river through here. These are actually Battlefront's bridges. If you've ordered their bridges, these are the wood ones. Well, they're not wood, but they look like woods. These are Battlefront's roads, the dirt roads. These are the paths I made, so it looks like people walk through here. The trees are actually from a railroad. So if you go wherever you buy a hobby store that sells railroad stuff, there is this. And all I did was put a nickel on the bottom. And I did flock the edge around the bottom there. But I put the nickel on this way. Of course, that one falls over. This way they stand up much easier. Have a little weight on the bottom. And these, of course, is I love this stuff. Just get some popsicle sticks, put hot glue down, put the flock on it, and you're good to go. Make them different sizes. So as you see, some are in different colors. As you can see, some are smaller and some are longer. And there's even smaller pieces. I'll see if I can find one. I don't see any over here, but they're very, very small. So you kind of plug in some holes. So that's what's over here. Again, look for the animals. So I'm going to move over here to the middle. Now this may be why they're battling over this area. You have one, two, three, 4 bridges, and again, those 3 are by Battlefront. This one's made by me. And the stream here is Battlefront stream. So this may be why they are fighting over this area. Is you got all these bridges going over this water, so it's going to be easy to get your men and vehicles over. So this makes sense to be battling here. This bridge I made is just popsicle sticks, and actually I made this before those were available. So this is what I was using, and I just used PVA glue and just made a simple little popsicle stick bridge here. So you kind of see how that's made, and you kind of want to watch that there so it sets down flat. So I'm gonna put that back. So there we go. And then we'll move over to the swamp area. So that's this area over here. So what I've got is I got Battlefront's ponds here. Back there are the swamps, so like this one. What you do is you can just take some shiny plastic and then put some glue on it and then put I don't know, I thought this kind of looked like marshy. I think it's called burnt grass or something like that. I thought it kind of had a marshy look to it. So I just put some on there, but left a lot of areas where it kind of shines through to show that it's water, and that's my swamps. And I just put that down like that. So this is the swampy pond side, and again you have some trails where people would walk through. Maybe they go fishing, and they go fishing to this one. Who knows where they go over there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move back to where we were originally. So please hang on. Get this back up. So yeah, it may seem, compared to what you're used to, it may seem pretty cluttered. Like, you know, wow, our lines of fire and how we can see and stuff is going to be tough. But that's kind of the point of making a table like this. And that was kind of the, like in real life, like it was at some of those places where our battles were, it was hard to get line of sight. And you had to kind of maneuver your men, like, okay, I need to maneuver them to here to get a good shot over there. How am I going to get there when I'm back here? So if I go up here, I may get shot by these guys. So maybe I have to go here. Oh, I won't have line of sight. Maybe all my guys won't. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling on about it, but just give it a try. Kind of make a cluttered battlefield. You don't have to go crazy. And just see what it's like. So if you like this video or any of the others I've done, go ahead and subscribe and share with other people. And as always, have a good game.